Hey, what's up guys? My name is Axidroid and welcome back to another episode of Building Mimban. We're already at episode 7 and I can't wait to show you guys what I've been cooking up, and I'm so excited to be finally done with this preparation phase, with this foundation phase, and I can finally actually start on building the terrain. I know it was a big hassle just to get through that little step of building a strong foundation so I can take it to conventions. Right now I'm so happy to finally get the vision of my mock going, and so I can see the vision of the mock and I can see what it's actually going to look like and I can plan everything out. So without further ado, we'll get into some packages first. I have two just normal hauls, and then I have a super awesome haul from firestartoys. I hope I get sponsored by them someday. I buy so much of them, but I bought an awesome Imperial Trooper. So let's get to the hauls. So here we have the first package, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so we have to go pretty fast into these. They come in these little bags with new, I guess they're just marked. We have some 1x1s, more 1x1s. I think they're just all 1x1s in separate bags. I don't know, I've never seen a seller do that before. We have some 1x2 dark brown, some reddish brown in reddish brown. 1x2s, no more 1x2s, more by 1x1. We got 2x2s. More 2x2s. We have some more of these corner pieces, and sometimes they're really useful to create some more structure like that. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of just brown pieces, but I need those. We also have some other stuff in here. We have some slopes as well. Here we have something totally different. We have an Endor layout, which I didn't have. I did only have the bunker from this set, but they didn't come with minifigures back in the day whenever I got it. And we also have a classic Obi-Wan with the headset from episode 2. So this is awesome to get because I do have the starfighter from him, but not the figure, so it's awesome to get that. Then we have some of these things which are just great to detail the trenches and make ladders. And then we have just a small bag of pieces. We have a flash piece which I'm gonna use to create a Daredevil custom. We have a bounty hunter torso. We have Leia's torso, also from Endor, I think. We have an Imperial torso to make more customs. We have a Thor Ragnarok piece, so I can eventually get all the parts from it. We have a Iron Fist head to make my invisible figure custom, and then we have a Cat Bane breeder piece. So I knew this piece was gonna go up in price, so if I ever want to make a custom, I have it. And then also I have these blue legs, so I can finally finish my Kit Boba figure. So I'll show you guys that right now. So I had this Boba figure, as you guys can see. So now I can change the legs. Now I have a full figure. It's pretty funny because I got the hair from Kylo Ren. I got the head separately in a haul one time. Then I bought the torso separately, and then now I bought this as well. So it's all just something I had in my want list, and I saw the store had it. So that's pretty cool to just now have a fully finished one. As you guys can see, I have this big bin in front of me with full of parts, and this is about, I think it was 6 or 7 cups worth of it. And I had a coupon, like a gift card for the mall, which I could was 100 euros, so I could use those on Pick-a-Brick cups. And I actually spent a long time in the store picking all these parts, but it was definitely worth it. So first of all, I have these green slope pieces, since I don't really have any of those. So if I ever I'm going to make landscaping, which I mainly do in green, then I have those. We'll go with the big parts first. We just have 1 cup. This is 1 cup worth of just green plant pieces, as you can see. Just getting more of those eventually as I go. So some of these tiles. Then we have these wheel pieces, which I never seen in the Pick-a-Brick, but they can make for some cool greebling or some floor, some snot floor. Then we have some orange slope. We have some tiles, white tiles. Some of these I don't really have any of those, so those were easy to just fit in the cup. We have some of these. We have a bunch of these. I don't really have any of those. More flowers. We have some 1x2s. I kind of have a lot of those, but some transparent cylinders. I use these to just fill in the gaps. Some 1x2 translucent blue. Some of these just to fit into between the gaps. some 2x4s. Probably should have gone more of those. Some of these I actually have like maybe 5 cups of these, like, so I have plenty of these. Some of these as well. These were all that were left, so I just got them. And here we start with the main goal of this haul. The reason I went is for plates. So we have a bunch of these medium nougats, 4x8, and you'll definitely be surprised by how many I got. We have some bricks as well, some 1x4s for filler. Some of these that I stacked, some 1x6. Then we have a bunch of dark orange 2x6. Super useful. Some in lime green as well. I started with picking these, but then then I realized why I just should have gone with these dark orange, because that color is more useful. 2x6 bricks in light bluish gray. Some 4x4 plates and some 2x4 bricks in green. More of these. So as you guys can see, there's definitely a lot that can fit. Some more bricks, and then the main one, which I'm super happy with, is this giant block of just 8x8 plates in light bluish gray. So I'm so happy I got this. This is actually super heavy. I'll have to get all of these off, but this is how you get the most out of your cups, is just stacking them. But this is super useful. This is a lot of surface area that I can cover. I'm getting a bunch of 60x60 plates pretty soon, but I've been waiting 5 weeks on that order from Lego, so I'll have to wait for that. But these are definitely gonna be a huge help, and super heavy. I'm super surprised by how heavy this is. So I definitely think this haul was worth it from the pick a brick wall, mostly for this one. But so here it is, guys, the awesome, super expensive firestartoys package that I'm going to open right now. So we're gonna start. We have 3 different things. We're gonna start from small to big. So first of all, I have bought this dark saber for my Mando figure, and I think this is definitely the coolest one they've made so far. And I can't wait to just show you. I got 2 figures. The first one is this Purge Trooper from firestartoys, and I think this is just a mix of their own parts that they use from different companies. But I think it looks dope as hell. I think it's the body from a Death Trooper, probably a I don't know where the helmet is from. So let me give you guys a proper look at this. We have the Imperial logo, we have the plastic Kama and pauldron as well, and it has a clone gun, but it's a DC-15, so whatever. And I think this looks awesome. I'm definitely gonna give this guy a staff. I think it looks way cooler like that. So right now I want to show you guys the most awesome figure, like maybe my favorite Firestar figure they've made so far, which is this awesome Incinerator Trooper. And oh my god, guys, it looks amazing. Let me just open it up. So here it is, guys. It looks absolutely amazing. Printing, we have the backpack as well. And there was 2 versions. You can choose either this helmet or with the old helmet. Oh, and it actually has a printed face as well. I did not expect that. They definitely didn't show that at all either. And it looks amazing. It looks like he's, all scuffed up. And I can't wait to put this guy in my Mimban mock. Oh, it's actually a piece that connects to the neck bracket. Like that. I love Firestar's printing a lot. So I chose this one. I could have chosen a decal one as well, but I'd rather have some higher detail printed figure in my collection than a decal. They've really done a great job with this figure. That even has a printed cylinder piece for the flame thrower. Probably gonna maybe get something else, but we'll see for the flamethrower, because I do want to have a bunch of orange translucent bricks with lights in them to actually create that effect. But I really love this this design, and I also like that they only print on sides that Lego would print, like on the sides, not on the sides of the torso. I know some people are fans of 360 printing, but I think it looks too detailed at that point. So I love how they look. So now that I've shown this, I wanted to show you guys what I've done with the mock. I made a bunch of planning phase stuff, and I put a lot of plates down. You'll see in a minute when I show you guys right now. And here's what the mug is looking like. I know it looks very colorful and a little bit messy, but this is kind of what the layout is going to look like. And I want you guys' opinion as well on this. So I'm kind of laying out the trenches over here, as you can see. As you can see, I have all of these, trenches. I mean, these plates right now, they kind of represent trenches, but I do kind of want to make them a little bit, squiggly lines and have them all, going in different directions. And then as you can see, I have this, I think it's 5 brick layer high. It's probably going to be a little bit higher than that, but because there's going to be, just hills of, mud and stuff. So what I'm kind of going for, if you've seen the first episode, you kind of saw my plannings of my first drawings, my concepts. And then you saw that I had a Imperial side, which is this side, and then I had the Rebel side on this side. And I kind of want to have a more industrialized, more of an outpost for the like a little outpost where the Imperials just have a breeding spot and also a little bunker to plan stuff ahead. And they have a more technical, straight trench with more greebling on the side and stuff, and less dirty. And they have a little bunker which is going to be under this incline. There's going to be just a slight incline going there instead of just a from this side to this side, just a mountain or something. It's just going to be a slight incline. And up here we'll have a landing platform. We'll have a little bunker that goes underground, and then we'll have some shield generator and stuff like that, and also an anti-aircraft turret somewhere in the corners. And then I want to have like foxholes. I want to have people just set up with mortars. I want to have people with my custom e-whip over here. And then this is not going to be the ATRT I'm going to use. I'm going to use an ATDT, which I used. I'm going to use Alex's design for it. You saw it in a previous episode, but it's the same height, so I can kind of look at it. Also want to have some sort of bridge. I'll probably do a hollow bridge just with blue bricks, so just to add a little bit of color in there so they can go over the trench. But as you can see, I want this trench to be straight. And what kind of my problem right now is I do not want to have any parallel lines from it. So I want to have every other trench cannot be straight like that. So that's kind of an issue I have to work with. And I also kind of want to have tunnels. I want to have a little, bunch of corners where troops can hide and can be shooting from. Also, if you notice this cross over here, this is going to be one big crater, just a little eye, something you're gonna look at it straight away when you look at the mock. Just big crater where people gonna be dead. Obviously, there's gonna be little fires, gonna be some rain puddles and stuff, all of stuff like that. And I still want to have an air battle in my mock as well. I haven't really done that. I want to use an X-Wing against a TIE Interceptor, probably TIE Interceptor because I already have Jarek's version of it. So that's going to be something cool to elevate my mock, since this mock is going to be mainly a flatlands, which basically all trench warfare is. But I want to have some sort of air battle going on as well, so 2 battles at once. So that's going to be great. And I also want to have the anti-aircraft shooting at it as the X-Wing is flying. Also, you see an ATRT there. That's my own design. I'm probably going to use someone else's though for the Rebels, since that's pretty much their only land vehicles that the Rebels even have. So I know it doesn't look like much, but this is kind of for me a way to sculpt a little bit and see where everything is going to be and see what the scaling is going to be like. And I want to have just a big battle. As you can see, here's my flame trooper. I'll probably have him in the front so I can have the fire coming out of it with lights, and it's going to be awesome. I've always wanted to do something like that. So right now I'm going to try to get a little bit more progress, and then I'll show you guys right after this. And here, guys, is the first prototype of the trenches that I'm gonna make, and I'm super surprised with how it's looking. It's looking so nice. I love these angles I was able to make. Obviously, all of these detail is not finished. This is just a prototype. I want to show you guys with some figures as well. And I definitely do not want just straight trenches. I want to have squiggly lines and zigzag lines, and that is definitely I'm definitely able to do that with these panels to hide these corners. And these panels are also on an angle, if I can show you guys. And they're connected with ball joints, which I'll show a clip of right now. And On the top part, I also wanted to show you guys how I'll be able to just cover all these stuff just with some wedge plates as well. And there's gonna be just a lot of, brown parts on top to, because that's where the mud is. And on top here, we do have some slight gaps, but I think that is excusable since I'm just gonna have a very messy ground. There's gonna be mud on here. I'm probably gonna have like loose studs and just a lot of, it's not clean at all. So we'll probably just put a tile in between or something, like, I don't know, maybe I can just show it right now. Oh, like that. So you can definitely cover some of it since this doesn't need to be super clean. But then I do have a question for you guys, since you have two kind of trenches. You have trenches with a lot of greebling, with the ones that the Imperial ones use, with like, tubes and ladders and all that stuff, and just very technical and industrial. And that's definitely what I'm going to do for the Imperial side. But I got some greebling to show you guys after this clip. But I want to ask you guys if the Rebels should just have trenches without any of that and just have mud. They just dug it themselves and they don't have any greebling for the Rebel side, and the Imperials do, or do I just have them both use all of the greeblings like that? So that's a kind of question for you, but maybe it will be a little bit more obvious when I show you guys the next clip, where I have a little greebling panel that I'm going to put here so you guys can get an idea of how these trenches are actually going to look. And here it is, guys. Here's a part of the trenches that is has some detail of it. I think this is enough detail. Maybe I'll add some more. It all depends. I mean, I'm gonna have to use a lot of gray bricks for this, and I got actually made a huge Light My Bricks order, but my friend Joffrey from GM Productions, he ordered it because he had a discount code. So definitely check them out, and he has them still. So I'll have to wait until I meet him or something to get those lights. But right now I can start planning all of these trenches and where they're gonna go. And I'm definitely gonna use this technique for the Imperial side, and I'll still have to see if I'll also use them for the Rebel side. But I could have all of these trenches have the greebling, and then the Rebels just took them over instead of making them themselves, since the Imperials, they probably made the most of the trenches, so that makes more sense. I got some Mimban troopers over here just to give you an idea of the scale, and the way the troops are actually gonna look over the edge of the trench is by these ladders. So I'll have a bunch of these ladders. Also, because I'll have these stacks on top to make a ladder, so we'll have some smaller ladders as well. But I think this looks super dope, and I can't wait to see what you guys think of this greebling detail. I mean, I just made this just one panel, so I can still see what you guys think of it, and maybe I'll give some more detail, maybe some less, maybe it's too much, but I kind of like it, and I can't wait to see a bunch of these trenches like this. And I'm super surprised, because that was my main concern, is how am I going to do these trenches, and how I was able to create a lot of curves instead of just straight trenches, because that was what I was worried about, that it would all be too straight and too with the 90-degree corners. But this way, with ball joints, I can have a lot of different angles, and I'll definitely have to order a bunch of these, because I do not have any of them. I don't think I have any dark blue gray ones left, so we'll definitely have to order some more. And then something I also did is add these upper detail with these wedge plates from in reddish brown, which looks angles pretty nicely. I'll still have to maybe create something where you don't see through it. We'll have to see about that later. But I really like this. So, and I have one more thing to show you guys. Some little thing I worked on while I was kind of tired of this, while I just finished this. So let me just show you. So here, guys, we have some barbed wire. So this is done by a very cool technique. It doesn't use the normal barbed wire pieces, because they're like €1 per piece. They only came in 8 sets. But I used these round pieces that also came in the cantina, and then I used some Lego string. I believe it's probably from a crane or something. I think it's like 5 meters long. But it looks awesome, and I can't wait to incorporate it on the battlefield. We'll probably have more on the Imperial side, since they can set it up, and because the Rebel side is more so attacking them. in this scenario, but the Imperials will be winning though. But I like it. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's Star Wars canon at all, but I'll make it just my own thing. Since most of this mock is not going to be canon anyways, why not just go full out with this mock and create some cool Imperial versus Rebel battle. I can't wait to just have this whole mock filled with stuff like that. And I can't wait to just add explosions and add all these figures in these trenches just running around. You know, there'll probably be some, you know, Imperials just laying down, you know, barely breathing and stuff like that. And I also added these holes, this detail, and I can't wait to do some more. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I think this is definitely a great update because this is mostly the beginning of all of the trenches. I got some technique figured out. Can't wait to add the other walls. I don't know if I'll keep this trench over here. We'll have to see. I'm definitely going to have a nice plan with you know, how I'm going to lay out these trenches. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Always makes my day. I always you know, answer those comments every time. And if you haven't joined my Discord yet, you can always do that in the description. We talk about a lot of stuff, and I also showed these pictures early of this, you know, this progress. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.